fantastic, and I think she's going to have an incredible career in the WNBA. There are women that were worthy of coverage prior to her arriving, and I just will not be silenced when it comes to that.
Here we go again. Why is Caitlin Clark popular?
Caitlin Clark is only popular because she is white. That is a narrative that is very popular among the morons. Major moron, Monica McNutt, how she has a job, I absolutely know, at ESPN.
The one thing that I cannot deny is the amount of little girls that were showing up to follow her.
Why her?
Well, but she was a white girl from the middle of America.
You think anybody cares if Dejournay Carrington knocks Kennedy Carter on her ass? No. You think anybody cares if Angel Reese misses her next 6 layups, falls down, shows her ass, and claims sexism? No. We only care that Caitlin Clark is playing. We only care that Caitlin Clark is getting beat up. We only care that Caitlin Clark is hitting a deep three. We only care that Caitlin Clark is getting poked in the eye. Everybody else can poke everybody else in the eye. The reason we care because her game is something we have not.
Just when it appeared that the ongoing feud between Caitlin Clark and her media critics had reached its breaking point, a surprising legal twist sent shockwaves through the sports world. Caitlin Clark has now filed a lawsuit against ESPN analyst Monica McNutt, alleging that McNutt made racially charged and defamatory statements that damaged Clark's reputation, insulted her fan base, and sought to diminish the WNBA's remarkable rise in popularity. The legal action represents a dramatic new chapter in their increasingly public dispute.
Failing narrative that has been created around this season's WNBA play is that it's the league versus Caitlin Clark, and that is just absolutely false. It is unfair to the women that have been there building this league to this moment so that Caitlin Clark's popularity could take it to the next level.
I don't expect the race baiting to stop. I don't expect the hate to stop, the jealousy to stop, the sexism to stop, the bigotry to stop, the stupidity to stop. Because the people that tell you that Caitlin Clark is only popular because she's a white girl are full of shit. You either don't pay attention or you're too...
For several months, McNutt has implied that Caitlin Clark's widespread popularity is driven more by racial and cultural factors than by her performance on the court. She has described Clark as a white athlete from Middle America whose appeal supposedly resonates primarily with young suburban girls. According to that viewpoint, Clark's success is tied more to demographic appeal than to her basketball ability or accomplishments.
People aren't spending 3 hours of their time to watch Caitlin Clark play basketball because they're racially motivated.
Now, Clark is responding through the legal system, arguing that the repeated remarks crossed a line and caused serious harm. The lawsuit sheds light on what she believes pushed the situation beyond its limits and ultimately prompted her to take legal action. What had been a heated public dispute has now evolved into a courtroom battle.
Here's what Caitlin Clark said. Y'all come at me like this, I'm not doing any interviews with you. Y'all keep coming at it with these dumbasses, Monica McNutt. I'm done with you. I'm not doing interviews with you. We'll go play in the Unrivaled League, and let's see which league gets going. And then let's see where the hell we're at. Your dumbasses at ESPN want to get up there and be racist as hell towards me. I don't participate in racism. Next time I hear that bull, we ain't playing in the game that you're telling.
What reportedly left McNutt emotional behind the scenes. And how did what began as a heated media debate evolve into a full-scale legal battle? In this video, we'll take a closer look at the events, claims, and controversy surrounding this escalating dispute.
Now, none of these women, Monica McNutt, they're either too arrogant or too stupid to understand that what they've said all along about Caitlin Clark is just simply wrong.
If it was because she was white, Sabrina Ionescu would have changed and brought the WNBA and turned it on its head, but she is not turning the W upside down on its head like Caitlin Clark is.
Whoever these people are, none of these women are going to come back and say, yeah, you know what? We might have been wrong about, well, she's a white girl and that's the reason she's so popular.
Get ready, because the latest developments have the potential to reshape the conversation around sports media. If you believe Caitlin Clark's success is the result of her talent, dedication, and hard work, let us know by commenting CC 100% below. Join the discussion and share your thoughts on what you believe should matter most in sports: performance, commitment, and achievement.
The women of the WNBA will continue their jealousy. They'll continue to hit, fight, knock Caitlin Clark on her ass, and Caitlin Clark's viewings will just go up, up, up.
The WNBA draft ticket prices have come out, and thanks to the Caitlin Clark effect, ticket prices have skyrocketed for the WNBA draft. In fact, they've done.
The controversy began during what initially appeared to be a routine interview with Monica McNutt, a well-known ESPN commentator and WNBA analyst. While appearing on a BBC segment to discuss Caitlin Clark's rookie campaign and the intense media attention surrounding it, McNutt made remarks that quickly ignited widespread debate. Those comments soon became the center of a major controversy, triggering a wave of reactions across the sports media landscape.
She was a white girl from the middle of America.
It's impossible for the women on television, the racist, sexist, to give Caitlin Clark, quote, her flowers.
McNutt stated that, in her view, Clark represented more than just her personality or public image, adding that she was a white girl from the middle of America. That brief remark immediately shifted the direction of the conversation, sparking intense debate about race, representation, and the factors behind Clark's widespread popularity.
Caitlin Clark's game sells. Her attitude sells. She doesn't talk much. When she does, we pay attention. Has nothing to do with her being a white girl. It has to do with her game. It has to do with taking Iowa. Has to do with deep threes. Has to do with behind the back, no-look passes. We're drawn to those type players. Black, white, green, or purple.
Monica also tried to qualify her remarks by acknowledging that Clark is an exciting player, a major influence on the game, and highly marketable. Even so, her comments carried a broader implication, suggesting that Clark's widespread appeal was not based solely on her performances on the court. Instead, she indicated that race was also a factor contributing to Clark's popularity.
There's the two sides who think she is only popular and does have the notoriety and recognition that she does because she is white. There is the other side that says you guys are crazy, you're all jealous of her, and she is just talented.
Critics responded quickly, arguing that McNutt's comments implied many white fans supported Clark primarily because of her appearance rather than appreciating her outstanding basketball skills, leadership, and highlight reel performances that helped her build a loyal fan base. They contended that this perspective diminished Clark's athletic achievements and overlooked the work and talent behind her success.
Why have all these fans come to see Caitlin? And all the little suburban white girls have hopped on board because Caitlin Clark, she resonates with them more so than the angry black lesbians who dominate the WNBA.
Some critics pointed out what they viewed as a double standard in the discussion. They questioned whether it would receive the same level of criticism if people said that young black girls look up to players like Angel Reese or Aya Wilson because they see themselves represented in those athletes. However, they argued that when the conversation involves Caitlin Clark and her largely white fan base, the topic is often treated differently and becomes controversial.
I'm going to need all the race baiters who explain Caitlin Clark's popularity simply because she's white to explain why 10 million more people watched her last year than Paige Beckers, also white, this year. And a lot of people, of course, said she had Angel Reese as the villain. 18.9 million, the most ever. The 18.5 million did not involve Angel Reese. It involved USC, South Carolina. Guess who's this year? Game involved. That was 10 million down from last year. South Carolina. Two biggest names in college basketball this year. Actually, they were in this Final Four. They were in this championship game. And yet, the ratings tanked. The ratings were over 50% less.
The controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark and Monica McNutt has grown from a media debate into a major public dispute. Critics argued that McNutt's comments minimized Clark's basketball achievements by focusing on race and identity rather than talent and hard work. Supporters of Clark pushed back, saying her popularity came from her historic performances, leadership, and impact on the WNBA. As tensions continued to rise, the situation reportedly escalated into legal action, sparking a wider conversation about race, representation, and accountability in sports media.